Today's lesson is 33 Subtracting Integers. What's our objective, class? Get ready?
Subtracting integers.
Subtracting integers. Today you're going to find out how to change a subtraction problem into an addition problem. You're going to be changing the sign. So I had a college professor that said there's no such thing as subtraction. There's only addition of negative numbers.
Whoa.
And it kind of like, I never thought of it before. That wait, there's no such thing as subtraction. There's only addition of negative numbers. So we're going to try that today. Instead of subtracting today, we're going to be adding the opposite. Let me show you what I mean. It says -3 minus, or subtract, +2. Well, we're going to change it into an addition problem and change this one to a negative number. We're going to add the opposite. So really what I have is -3 plus -2. So I love comments and questions. Make sure you raise your hand. So when the signs are the same, the rule is take the absolute value, add them. 3 plus 2 is 5. And then the answer takes on the sign of both numbers. It's -5. Let's try this one. We're going to add the opposite. So -4 plus -1. Hey, they're both negative. Take the absolute value, add them together. 4 plus 1 is 5. They're both negative, so the answer takes on the sign of both numbers. How about this one? If I have subtracting a negative, it's kind of like going home from school, or your mom comes from work and you say, hey mom, I didn't not do my chores. Wait, I didn't not. That's two negatives, right? I didn't not do my chores. That means you did your chores. Two negatives in math make a positive. So if you see two subtractions, or subtract a minus, turn them both into a positive. So really we have -3 plus 2. We learned last time that if you have different signs, take the absolute value, we get, I really should do that on the outside, subtract them. 3 minus 2 is 1. The answer takes on the sign of the greater absolute value, negative. Our last one here, we have the subtracting a negative, we have the opposite of the opposite. They both become positive. So we have -1 plus 5. The signs are different. Take the absolute value and subtract. 5 minus 1 is 4. The answer takes on the sign of the greater number. This is the greater absolute. It's positive. So it stays positive. Questions, Avery?
What is the point of this? Why can't you just leave it like it was?
So how would I compute that if I left it how it was? Make sense? It actually takes two signs, so we can only do one arithmetic operation on it. So we're going to try some practice problems now. I'm going to call on students to help. Remember, two negatives make a positive. What do two negatives make? Get ready?
Positive.
Positive, good. All right, first one, -5 minus -4. I'm going to call on students to help. What do I do with these two negatives? Kaylee? Make them a positive. Okay, now what do I do next? I'm going to call another student. How do I do -5 plus 4? Winry? Excellent. And the sign takes on? This is the one, so it takes on the negative. All right, what do I do with these two negatives? Lauren? Make them both positive. Another thing you can do, I've seen some students do, is make one big positive out of that. If you like that, you can do that. Okay, then I got -8 plus 2. What do I do next? Lexi?
Is that the absolute value signs? And then
The signs are different. Do I add or subtract?
subtract.
Subtract. 8 minus 2 is 6. What is the sign of my number, Michelle? Negative. Very good. Okay, what do I do here when I'm subtracting? Remember, there's no such thing as subtraction. What do I do, Ethan?
You do absolute value.
And am I going to change that yet?
Because you do the absolute value of both of them, which I mean there already is there. So it'd be the -6, and then the 6, and then the 2, and then you add those.
Okay, so
Yeah, you
he's,
subtract.
you know, he's right. He says you add them. Oh, but you know what? When we make this one, we're going to change that to a positive, that to a negative. The signs are the same, so we are going to add.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to add 6 plus 2 is 8.
And then it's -8.
It's going to make it negative. Okay, good. How about this one? Bow.
So what you do is you make a, well, you can't make 6 is already positive, because which means it's the opposite, so you make -3 positive.
I won't change this one.
Oh,
That one will stay.
so you make the -6 positive and just the single negative, so minus sign.
This one's gonna, yep, they're both gonna be positive. Remember, I didn't not do my chores, which means I actually did my chores. So maybe you'd say, hey Mom, I didn't not do my chores. Can I play the Xbox now? Like 2 negatives make a positive, right? I didn't not.
So if you don't do
All right.
it, there's 2 days in a row.
So -3 plus 6, what do I do next? Colin?
With that one, you just get 3.
You just get 3. My brain sees it pretty, can you reverse the order and just say like that? Plus 6 minus 3? And then really you just have 6 minus 3. Yeah. If you can see the simple way, do the simple way. Okay, good. So here's a practical problem. Let's say we've got a checking account with a lot of money in it. Okay, I'm gonna write down a name for talking while I'm teaching. Remember, our voices are up while I'm teaching. Jocelyn had a checking balance of 1,286. So if it's a positive balance, that's what's in my bank account. I've got 1,086. Then I get a rebate check. A rebate check is when the company says, hey, here's some money back for you. Here, you can have it. So they gave you more money. And then you realize, oh, I have a bill to pay for 128. That means you're gonna give them money, so you lost money, 128. So we're gonna solve that. So we have a positive, and a negative. Let's add the positives first. Let's put the 25 down there. And that's gonna give us 11, 11. So 1, 3, 1, 1. Now I've got to subtract my 128. Do we need to do anything fancy here with absolute value? Not really. So let's just do a normal subtraction. 128. We got to borrow. 11 minus 8 is 3. We got to borrow. 10 minus 2 is 8. 2 minus 1 is 1. Bring down our 1. And so we've got a balance of $1,183. Any questions on those? All right, general rule. The answer takes on the sign of the greater number. So we're going to do whiteboards. Grab your whiteboard. Rip.